A total of 64 assorted 9mm pistols were intercepted.
Hello and welcome to True News JA. A man died as a result of a gunshot wound he received in Bickersteth, St. James on Thursday. The police have not yet been able to identify him and are appealing to the public for help to do so. Reports from the Montego Bay Police are that about 4:50 p.m., the man was sitting in the front passenger seat of a taxi, waiting to be transported to another community. An explosion was heard, then the man was seen slumped in the motor car. The police were summoned, and he was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The man's body is of brown complexion and has an unkempt hairstyle. It was clad in a red shirt, blue jeans and a pair of black polo slippers. Detectives are now asking anyone who may be able to identify the body or assist in their investigations to contact the Montego Bay Criminal Investigations Branch CIB at 876-953-6191, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. A joint ongoing operation involving the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, JCF, Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Branch CTOC and the Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, has resulted in the interception of a significant cache of illegal firearms and ammunition at the port of Kingston. The ongoing operation, which began at 8 a.m. on Friday, has resulted in the seizure of 64 assorted 9mm pistols, 965 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and 107 magazines. The contraband was discovered concealed within a shipment that originated from the United States. 2 individuals have been taken into custody as a result of the operation.
During a joint operation between Jamaica Custom and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in particular the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Firearm Trafficking Unit, a total of 64 assorted 9mm pistols were intercepted, and along with 965 9mm rounds and 107 magazines. The interception took place at the port of Kingston. This operation started earlier on this morning, somewhere about 8 o'clock, and it is still ongoing. This reinforces the importance of collaboration and interdependency, and that's what we have been doing as a group of law enforcement agencies. We are getting better at our collaboration, and I want to express our gratitude to the level of support that we are getting from the Jamaica Custom during our investigations into especially firearm trafficking. There are 2 persons that have been taken into custody so far, and I want to say that the firearms actually came from the United States of America. And oftentimes we hear about the problem of violence, especially gun violence and murder in Jamaica. And I want to make an appeal to the Jamaican citizens who actually are creating the significant problem that we have in Jamaica. They are the ones who are sending the firearm, and I am appealing to the diaspora to sort of engage the citizen and encourage them to desist from this type of destructive activity that is actually preventing them from coming to Jamaica to enjoy the paradise that we have.
The St. James Police are investigating the murder of a man in the community of Lilliput, hours after he had set fire to a motor vehicle belonging to a PNP candidate in the February 26 local government elections. Detectives are probing whether the incidents are linked. The car is owned by PNP candidate for the Rose Hall division, Jason Cummings. More from this report.
According to police reports, the vehicle, which was parked in front of Mr. Cummings' house, was set ablaze about 7 p.m. on Thursday. The police say Mr. Cummings was in a nearby community when he was contacted by one of his children about a suspicious individual loitering around his vehicle. The man reportedly opened the front passenger door of the vehicle and set the vehicle on fire. Commanding officer of the Area 1 Police, Assistant Commissioner Clifford Chambers, says the man, who has a history of schizophrenia, committed the act after his request for cigarettes was not met.
The man who was murdered suffers from schizophrenia. He is being treated at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. He was last there on the 8th of February, and we know that he's on the medication. We know that he approached a candidate of one of the political parties, and the candidate might have been aware of his situation, refused to act on his request for cigarettes and I think an alcoholic beverage, and then he simply walked out of that location where they were and set the candidate vehicle ablaze.
Police say the man, 44-year-old Kenroy Doman, otherwise called Shrimpy, then left the area. 2 hours later at about 9 p.m., he was shot and killed in an area of Lilliput called Africa. He was reportedly walking along the road when armed men ambushed him, shooting him several times. ACP Chambers says there's nothing, at this time, to suggest the incidents are linked. He says there's also no evidence that the incidents were politically motivated.
There is nothing at this stage, absolutely nothing ascribing the murder to the candidate or anyone in the political circle from the other side. We just know that it is a mentally deranged man, factually. We know that he's been treated. Factually, we know that he's on a medication, and we know that he made some requests of the caretaker at the time, which were denied. To my understanding, and what was reported based on his knowledge of the mental condition of the person.
ACP Chambers says the police are following early leads in their quest to find the killers.
We have a description and a make of the motor vehicle involved, and the team, when I last was advised, is actually canvassing the space now for any support that can be provided, be it technological or otherwise, and speaking with persons in the community to see what information can be had. But at this stage, it's early days yet. I know the detectives are on to something which I can't reveal just now, but the investigation continues in this one.